So thank you for this interview. Hello, everybody. This is Amelia Tomasicchio speaking. I'm the CEO and co-founder at Cryptonomist. And today we are here to know more about the new app of Base. And so thanks a lot for this interview and for your time.
Great to be here.
So yeah, recently we wrote, of course, an article about the launch of the Base app, described as a new phase of the growth of the Base ecosystem. So from your perspective, what changes with this app and the usability, of course, of the whole ecosystem?
Sure. So the base app went live to everybody in the world, over 140 countries, I believe, on the 17th of December, so last week. And the purpose of the base app is to onboard billions of people, so regular people, onto the on-chain economy. And the base app is a on-chain everything app, or a super app, because it brings together many different things you can do, from trading to payments to social app discovery, and all sorts of other things you can do within the app. So it's designed to be a way to onboard the masses into crypto.
Yeah, why did you add the social and all those mini apps? Why do you think are essential in this integration?
I think it's essential because we're building a consumer app. So we want to build something that people want to use, and that people can feel they can use in their everyday life. So we all use social apps, well, most of us every day, but most of them don't have inbuilt finance. Within the base app, you can scroll the feed, see something that catches your eye. It might be a piece of content, it could be a mini app, it could be an asset, and you can double tap and you can buy that thing directly in the feed. So I think that's very powerful because it broadens access to these sorts of novel experiences beyond the existing crypto native user base to regular people who tend to use social apps and payment apps. So that's why it's important. It's broadening access to new types of assets and new types of on-chain technology.
Yeah, apart from this integration, what makes this app different from all the other competitors?
What would you describe as a competitor?
Other Web3 native app?
Yeah, I think probably, I mean, the social element is a big distinguisher from most other crypto wallets. You can onboard, you can link a social account, your X or your Instagram, to verify who you are. And you can just start creating content. And so you can create assets within the app. You can create content, you can create creator coins, and then other users can buy those assets. So it's a two-way marketplace between creators and issuers of assets and people purchasing and trading those assets. So I think that's a key distinguisher, the social element. And then simply the quality of the app. It's an incredibly well-built app, built by world-class engineers and product designers. And the experience is up there with what you'd expect from a social app like WhatsApp or X or Instagram in terms of usability, but with the inbuilt crypto wraps.
Yeah, and apart from this app, what is in the future of Base? What are you working on at the moment? What's part of the roadmap for next year?
Yeah, so Base is our big mission is to build a global economy, or be an open stack for this new economy. And there's really three main areas to think about when you think about Base. One is the chain, and the chain is what facilitates fast and cheap transactions at scale. So that's the underlying platform. Then we have developer tools, which help people build apps and grow a business. And for that, we just launched the Base dashboard. which is where developers can go and see metrics about their app. It could be a mini app, but it could be any app within the base ecosystem. And from that front end, we'll be adding many more tools for developers to get analytics and growth tooling for their products. And then finally, we have the base app, of course, which has just gone live. And we see that as being the consumer-facing front end to the base economy, along with all the other apps, of course. But it's our way of helping to grow the pie by bringing on more users into this economy and helping those users access apps and assets from people creating those within the economy.
Yeah, and talking about the chain, so from a builder's point of view, how does Base reshape what's possible for developers compared to other layer 2 ecosystems?
Sure. So the base chain is extremely fast, extremely performant, and it's generally a very easy place to build for developers. We built tools, all things from MiniKit to Onchain Kit, to make it easy to build on chain. So that's the first thing. It's very reliable, fast, and easy to build on. But most developers and most founders, which I speak to, having been a founder on Base, I can attest to this. We care about users and finding users. And we at Base prioritize getting distribution for apps. It's why we're growing the Base app with mini apps. It's why we focus so much on helping app builders and token issuers get distribution. For example, enabling any token on Base to be accessible by any person on Coinbase. And so the biggest thing that I think Base can offer to developers is users, in terms of people who are part of the Base economy, who could be potentially become users of the app that the developer creates.
Yeah, and looking ahead to the next year, or we can say also 2 years, what are the key signals or metrics that will indicate, according to you and your team, that this new app has been a success? What
So
are
in terms
your
of metrics,
goals?
yeah, sure. I think a big one is users. How many users are using the Base app? That's a huge measure. But also how many users are getting value out of the Base app? How many of them are sticking around? How many of them are transacting on a frequent basis? How many of them are issuing coins? And so it's really how much value are we creating to users? That's the most important measure of the Base app. And then for the broader Base economy, there's lots of measures which matter. One of them is how much revenue that apps on Base are making. We can measure that very well in terms of on-chain attribution. And we want apps to be successful on Base and help them build a business. So we care about how much fee revenue apps are making, because that helps them be sustainable within the economy. And we care about how many assets are being issued on Base, in terms of the size of the assets which have been bridged or created natively on the chain. So in general, when measuring the health of an economy, you care about users, you care about GDP or product or revenue, and you care about assets. And the same is very true with Base.
And in general, speaking about the future of crypto next year, we are seeing the creation of a lot of new stable coins, for example. What do you think? Do you think there is a lot of fragmentation because there are many stable coins, new stable coins created, or do you think it's a good thing for the environment to have a lot of options for the users?
I think it's good in general, but in terms of designing interfaces for users, it's important to keep it simple. So in general, I think more stablecoins are good because it's better to have more people competing in the economy. But in terms of the front end for users, it's best to simplify as much as possible. In terms of what I'm expecting to see, we're going to see many more issuers of stablecoins, everything from banks to payment institutions to companies potentially. And we're going to see many more local currency stablecoins being issued. That's something that at Base we care a lot about, and it's something we've been pushing a lot last year. We've helped to issue, I think, around 17 different local currency stablecoin, different currencies of local currency stablecoins. And we're looking to do more next year. And we think local currency stablecoins are important because countries don't want their economy to become dollarized in general. And that is a fear of many countries when they look at USD stablecoins. And secondly, by having local currency stablecoins, you create a platform by which other developers can build on. So if you have a sterling, the pound stablecoin, I as a developer can start building products and services using that stablecoin, which might enable someone to double click and purchase something within the feed using a balance of sterling rather than dollars, because that person cares about keeping their money in sterling rather than dollars. So I think more stablecoins are good. I think we'll see many more in the market issued by different types of entities. And I think we'll see many more local currency stablecoins come to market as well.
Thanks a lot for your time again. And there is something else that you want to add to people that's watching this?
Only that the base app has just gone live. So please download it, have a go with it, provide feedback. You're very early to the base economy if you're hearing this message. We're looking to grow to billions of users. And so we see base as somewhere that anyone can make it. And we want to help you grow a business. We want to help you if you're a developer, a creator, a trader, or just someone who really likes trying out products. All of you are welcome in the base economy. So yeah, please come join us, and thank you for listening.
Thank you. We will add the link in the description to download the app. Thanks a lot.
Pleasure. Thanks. Bye.